Hello and welcome to another PlanetDestiny video. Today is Tuesday, the 2nd of June, and Bungie has just put out a new patch along with the Iron Banner. The weekly reset was also today, so we might as well talk about some of the new things you can expect to see this week. Iron Banner will be available from today until the next weekly reset, and for the first time you'll be able to buy 2 Etheric Light for each of your characters, assuming you're able to get rank 3 and 5. They will cost 5,000 Glimmer each, and I'm going to assume you can only purchase 1. So if you hit rank 5, you should be able to get 2 Etheric Lights. There's some new models for all the gauntlets and boots, and those are going to be going up on the screen. But for weapons, we have Gelion's Demise, the Scout Rifle, and Perun's Fire. Honestly, the rolls right off the bat on these 2 weapons aren't too terrible. If you want to see some other roll possibilities, you should take a look at the article that's in the description. We go into it really in depth to see which options are going to be best for you. Also at rank 3+, the Iron Banner matches can drop Timir's Lash and Ephrodite's Spear. Next up are the patch notes, and I'll save my opinions on them until I get through all of them. First up are the key highlights. The first wanted Fallen bounty completed each week is now guaranteed to drop a treasure key, and they also greatly increased the drop rate of treasure keys from small chests at the end of the Prison of Elders. They also increased the drop rate of treasure keys from Ether chests. In the Prison of Elders, they greatly increased the drop rate of treasure keys from the small chests as mentioned before. Class items will now drop from level 32, 34, and level 35. They fixed a bug in which the ship did not drop under certain circumstances. They also fixed a bug in which the Elder Cipher bounty could not be acquired if your bounty inventory was full. Damage caused by Quodron's gaze is reduced by 25%, and damage multiplier for the Jailbreaker buff is increased by 100%. For Trials of Osiris, they fixed an issue in which Trials of Osiris emblems were not sent to the Postmaster if your inventory was full, and passage coins can now be dismantled. For the weekly heroics, they fixed an issue where it wasn't giving the actual engrams. Apparently the tooltip will still not display them as rewards though. In the world, they increased the drop rate of treasure keys from Ether chests. Ether chests may only be looted once per spawn now. They will also no longer grant ammo consumables when opened. Ether chests will now grant a small amount of Queen's Wrath reputation when opened, and Ether chests now have a chance to drop tokens of flight, identity, and judgment. For quests, Petra will no longer display a quest waypoint for players who have not purchased the House of Wolves, and they fixed a bug in which players abandoning the Gone to Ground quest were still being directed to the Venus Patrol. For weapons, they fixed a bug in which the 1.2.0.1 hotfix mistakenly did not contain the fusion rifle balance changes. As a result, players were playing with the pre-fusion rifle balance changes. The original fix has been reapplied. Finally, items like tokens of flight, identity, and judgment can now be dismantled to gain plus 10 House of Judgment reputation each, and ammo consumables can now stack to 100. So there's some fantastic changes in this patch. I'm really glad they addressed the ammo sense the way they did, but really would have preferred a way to just dismantle them. I'm sad to see that we can't farm the same chest over and over again, but it does look like they've amped up the rewards for each chest, so I'm okay with that change overall. It would have been a little bit broken to hit a chest 5 times since they give so much now. They nerfed the Quodron fight some, and I'm honestly surprised they did. I didn't have any difficulty on it even when running with randoms. As long as you just worked as a team to take down the bubbles and prioritize the adds, then you were fine. If you were trying to do it as a level 33, then yeah, I can see why you're having some difficulty, but at the proper level it wasn't a challenge as much as it was an endurance race. Finally, I'm glad to see that they addressed treasure keys, as well as the tokens of flight, identity, and judgment. The treasure keys were really difficult to farm, and were not a friendly reward system to a casual player. Now it looks like if you complete the wanted bounties, you'll be guaranteed some loot. The tokens were something I was really perplexed by. Why would you make a currency that's only used by 4 items? And most of the player base doesn't even have enough space to even consider buying those items or storing the tokens. Now I can just dismantle those for a bit of rep, which is a much better sight on my very full inventory screen. Alright, so the Nightfall for this week is the Winter's Run with Arc Burn, Solar Burn, and primary weapon damage increased. So equip your Fatebringer and whatever other weapon you want and proceed to walk through the entire place. The weekly is Omnigul with Brawler, so I will be taking great pleasure in pummeling the crap out of that witch. Skolas is also void damage this week, so it will be interesting to see if people start rolling and leveling void damage snipers to take Skolas out every week based on what burn he has. My Aphrodite Spear is up for killing him, but I'll see if the rest of my fire team can field a good void damage sniper to burn him down with. By the way, one of the new wanted missions from Petra takes you into a story type mission on the moon. It's pretty fun, and you get to start out in a turret blasting away at the hive. Alright folks, that's it for this video, and I hope you found it helpful. This has been Patrick Casey with Planet Destiny, your guide to the Destiny universe.